What if I told you that your biggest strength in today's noisy world isn't talent, isn't luck, isn't even intelligence? It's focus. The rare ability to work deeply without distraction can transform your success, your creativity, and your life. This is the power of deep work. Welcome to Beyond the Cover, where powerful books become life-changing journeys. Most people move through their days with noise constantly pulling at their attention. Notifications, emails, messages, endless feeds, all of it fighting for a piece of their focus. Yet, beneath that chaos, there is a simple truth. The people who change the world, the ones who create lasting impact, are not the ones who are endlessly busy. They are the ones who master the art of focus. They are the ones who can sit with a single demanding task and give the kind of undivided attention that turns ideas into reality. This is the essence of deep work. Deep work is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters at the highest possible level of quality. Imagine your mind like a powerful lens. When scattered, it blurs everything. But when sharpened and focused, it can cut through anything. It can produce brilliance. And the tragedy is, very few ever use that ability. Because in today's world, distractions are not accidents. They are designed. Platforms, apps, endless entertainment. They are built to steal your attention. And every time you surrender to them, you weaken your ability to do deep work. But when you choose to resist, when you choose to cultivate focus, something incredible happens. You start producing results that others cannot. You enter a state of flow where hours pass like minutes, where your work carries a sense of meaning. You feel alive, not scattered. You feel in control, not enslaved by notifications. And in those moments, you tap into a power that most people have forgotten exists. Think about it. The ability to focus without distraction is becoming rarer every single day. And what is rare is always valuable. The world is full of people busy with shallow work, answering emails, attending meetings, scrolling endlessly. But the ones who can dive deep, who can spend hours building, creating, solving difficult problems, are the ones who rise above the noise. They're the ones who become truly indispensable. Deep work is not just about productivity. It's about living a meaningful life. Because meaning is not found in shallow moments of distraction. Meaning comes when you push yourself to the limit of your abilities, when you create something valuable, when you master a skill that once seemed impossible. Deep work is where growth happens. It's where breakthroughs are born. It's where ordinary people transform into extraordinary contributors. You might be asking yourself, how can I do this in a world that never stops pulling me away? The answer begins with intention. You must first decide that your attention belongs to you, not to algorithms, not to endless shallow demands. You have to see focus not as a luxury, but as a necessity. When you learn to work deeply, even just a few hours can outperform days of distracted effort. Because it's not about time spent, it's about depth achieved. This is the mindset of deep work. To sit down, free of distractions, and engage with the most important thing before you. To build habits that protect your focus. To say no to what is shallow so that you can say yes to what truly matters. And in doing this, you begin to separate yourself from the crowd. You stop being busy and start being effective. You stop chasing and you start creating. You stop drifting and you start directing. You must understand that deep work is not easy. It requires discipline, and discipline is built like a muscle. Every time you resist a distraction, every time you train your mind to stay present on a challenging task, you are strengthening that muscle. The more you practice, the stronger your focus becomes. And the stronger your focus, the more extraordinary your results. It's a simple equation, yet few are willing to put in the work. Most settle for the comfort of constant noise, for the illusion of productivity. They mistake motion for progress, action for accomplishment. But you are not here to settle. You are here to achieve, to produce, to create. You are here to make your work matter. And to do that, you must embrace intensity. You must embrace the hours where your mind is fully engaged, where every ounce of your mental energy is directed towards something meaningful. These are not ordinary hours. These are the hours where mastery is born, where ideas transform into reality, where your life shifts from ordinary to exceptional. It will require sacrifice. Social media, constant news, endless notifications. They will try to pull you back. Friends, colleagues, even well-meaning family may not understand your new habits. They might see your focus as stubbornness, as refusal to participate. But remember, true value is rarely understood by the crowd. True value is built in solitude, in concentration, in dedication to craft. It is built by those who are willing to protect their attention like a precious treasure. To work deeply, you must create rituals. Your environment must support your focus. Remove the distractions you can control. Set boundaries. Decide when and where you will do your most important work. And once you start, commit fully. Do not allow interruptions. Do not allow your mind to wander into trivialities. Let the work demand your full presence. Let the depth of your focus become a habit, a natural state, a defining characteristic of how you operate. You must also embrace boredom. In our culture, we have forgotten how to be patient with our own minds. Every idle moment becomes a chance to reach for distraction. But every time you resist, every time you allow your mind to dwell on a single task without fleeing into noise, you're strengthening your ability to concentrate. You are teaching your mind that it does not need constant stimulation to function. You are building resilience, clarity, and mental power. The rewards of deep work are extraordinary. Think of it. In a few focused hours, you can achieve what others cannot in days. You can create work of quality that stands out in a sea of mediocrity. You can develop skills that make you indispensable. And beyond success, you find fulfillment. There's a profound satisfaction in knowing that your time was spent on something meaningful, that your efforts were deliberate, that your mind was fully engaged in what matters most. Deep work transforms not just your career, but your life. It turns passive days into intentional action. It turns shallow routines into powerful habits. It turns distraction into clarity. And as you cultivate it, you will notice a change in yourself. Your thinking becomes sharper, your creativity flows more freely, and your confidence grows. You are no longer a slave to the noise of the world. You are the master of your own mind. Now, it's time to think about your habits. The reality is that talent alone is not enough. Success comes to those who have built systems that allow them to harness their attention consistently. You must decide what work is worth your deepest focus, and then commit to it. It is not enough to hope for inspiration to strike. Inspiration is fleeting. Focus is deliberate. You create it, you protect it, you nurture it. Begin by scheduling your deep work. Treat it like an appointment with your future self, a promise that you will dedicate your energy to what matters most. Whether it's 1 hour or 4, make it sacred. Remove interruptions. Close the door, silence the phone, and let your mind immerse fully. In this state, ideas connect in ways they never do when your attention is fragmented. You will see solutions where others see problems. You will create work that is remarkable, not because it is flashy, but because it is crafted with full presence, with clarity, with depth. You also need to ruthlessly eliminate what is shallow. Most people spend their days on tasks that produce little value. Emails, social media, meetings that could have been an email. These things fill the day but leave no mark. To work deeply, you must protect your time and energy. Say no to what is not aligned with your purpose. Choose quality over quantity. Every minute spent on shallow work is a minute stolen from your potential. Understand that deep work is not a sprint. It is a discipline that compounds over time. Every session, every hour of undivided focus builds skill, builds insight, builds mastery. Over weeks and months, you will notice a transformation. Tasks that once seemed impossible will become achievable. Ideas that seemed distant will become tangible. Your work will rise above the noise, and so will you. And remember, technology is a tool, not a master. Social media, endless feeds, constant alerts. They exist to capture your attention, not to help you grow. Use them consciously, not habitually. When you decide that your focus is more important than distraction, you reclaim hours of your life. You reclaim control over your mind. And that control is where true power lies. Deep work is not just about results. It is about identity. It is about who you choose to become. Are you the person who drifts through distractions, producing mediocre work? Or are you the person who commands attention, who creates excellence, who turns effort into achievement? The choice is yours. Every time you focus, every time you resist distraction, every time you commit fully to a demanding task, you are defining your identity. You are telling yourself and the world who you are. Your mind is capable of incredible things, but only if you allow it to reach its full potential. Do not let the shallow steal it away. Do not settle for a life where your best thoughts are drowned in noise. Protect your focus. Build your rituals. Train your attention. And as you do, you will discover a power within yourself that is unstoppable, a clarity that is unmatched, a satisfaction that cannot be found in fleeting distractions. Now is the moment to take action. Thinking about deep work is not enough. Knowledge without practice is wasted potential. You must commit to making focus your priority. Begin small with deliberate sessions and expand as your ability grows. Protect these hours fiercely because they're the hours where your ideas take shape, where your skills are refined, where your dreams become reality. You will face resistance. Your mind will crave distraction. The world will tempt you with noise, convenience, and the illusion of productivity. But each time you resist, you strengthen not just your ability to focus, but your very character. You prove to yourself that you are capable of discipline, capable of patience, capable of extraordinary effort, and that proof compounds over time. The beauty of deep work is that it multiplies your impact. A single hour of undivided focus can produce more than a day of scattered effort. The work you create in these moments stands out. It commands attention. It inspires others. And beyond the tangible results, deep work brings fulfillment, a quiet confidence that comes from knowing that your time, your energy, your mind are spent on what truly matters. Imagine a life where every day contains moments of undistracted creation, where your best thoughts are brought to life, where your efforts produce work you can be proud of. That life is possible. It begins with decision, a commitment, a refusal to let distraction dictate your days. Deep work is not a tool. It is a way of life, a way to achieve, a way to grow, a way to leave your mark on the world. So make the choice. Protect your focus. Embrace the challenges that require concentration. Eliminate the shallow. Build rituals that support your mind, and train your attention like a muscle. Over time, your ability to work deeply will define your success, your creativity, and your fulfillment. You will rise above the noise. You will create work of meaning. You will transform yourself into someone capable of extraordinary achievements. Your mind is capable of greatness. But greatness is not given. It is earned moment by moment, hour by hour, session by session, in the depth of focus where distraction cannot reach you. Claim that depth. Claim your time. Claim your potential. And in doing so, you will discover not only what you're capable of achieving, but who you are meant to be. Deep work is more than a habit. It is a life philosophy. It is the path to mastery, the key to excellence, and the foundation of fulfillment. And as you commit to it, as you live it, you will understand a truth that the world forgets too often. The quality of your life is determined by the depth of your attention. Guard it, nurture it, and let it guide you to heights you have only imagined. Your focus is your power. Protect it, sharpen it, and use it to build the life you deserve. The world may try to pull you away, but if you choose deep work, you will stand apart. You will create, you will excel, you will inspire. And in that dedication, you'll find not just success, but a life of meaning, clarity, and unmatched fulfillment. Remember, the world will always pull at your attention, but your greatness depends on what you choose to give it to. Protect your focus, train your mind, and live with depth. If this message inspired you, subscribe to Beyond the Cover for more life-changing book summaries that fuel your growth.